Hey there, tavern goers. It's Jameson Oxford, your dungeon master. We finished our campaign for this show, and we got very excited, and we recorded a little after show, sort of to celebrate, talk crap on each other, and just sort of enjoy the fact that we made it. If anybody's ever completed a campaign, they know how exciting that can be. It's difficult to do. And so we got pretty excited while we were recording this. This is just us talking to one another. There's not a lot of editing that went into it. So if people talking over each other and there's a lot of background noise, if that bothers you, I don't recommend this episode. You're not missing anything. It's just us talking anyway. This is a bit of a, if you enjoyed our show, this is a behind the scenes look at us and our interactions with one another. The only thing that you need to know is that we're talking about our next campaign a little bit. We will tell you more as it comes. It might be a little while before we start it up because we're taking a little bit of a break. We're all very busy, and we need to prepare. You'll probably hear from us around the holidays. We like to do our holiday episodes. Probably going to have a couple of guests on there, so stay tuned, and we'll try to let you know. Also, as you listen, you will notice for the first 20 minutes that I am quiet. And it's not because I wasn't there. It's because that as soon as I stopped being the dungeon master, apparently I quit doing my job, and I forgot to hit record on my microphone. So for the first 20 minutes, you can hear them responding to things that might be me. It's hard to tell. I've edited away to at least make their conversation make sense. I hop in later. In the meantime, laugh at that. Enjoy our raucous behavior. And we will see you all very soon. We love you. Bye.
From here on out, it is just the players ripping my ass.
What? Yeah,
Initially,
he gets all the way up there and he fucking doesn't. He's not. It's not his time. He just wants to do it someplace hidden.
This was an oversight by Mitch initially, and Jay and I were talking at lunch, and I was like, "Oh fuck, Bruce never dies because when you petrify, you're neither living nor dead. You're petrified." But Bruce doesn't know that shit works, so I stuck with the plan.
I'm so mad. Mad because fucking Han over here froze himself carbonite at the end of fucking the 6th movie instead of the 5th. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're supposed to do that at the midpoint, not the fucking ending. What the fuck is wrong with you? You made us cry.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go die. He's being dramatic.
To be fair, Bruce's dumbass thought that was dying. If anybody ever wakes him, he's gonna be like, "Wait, what?"
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that's fair. To be clear,
bring in your lockpick and I'll take care of it.
To be clear,
I'm glad I have your shoes because I can't wait to kick your ass with them.
Campaign 1.
Yeah, campaign 1.
Yeah,
I absolutely can believe this fucking bullshit. Because it's just the way.
And you put
fucking
the end
arrows.
of the epilogue. You put him at the end of the epilogue. You gave it to him.
It's not like we could have said anything anyway. I may be a quarter of a god at this stage, but it's not like I'm all knowing of what's happening on the middle plane. The best I could do is I could talk to Magog one day, Gog and Magog, and be like, "Whatever happened to that fucking Goliath that you
Where's
were
that dickbag Goliath you're partnered up with?"
Yeah. And they'll be like, "Oh, he fucking froze himself on a mountain." "What do you mean he froze it?" "Well, he petrified himself on a fucking mountain." "I don't know what to tell you." And I'll be like, "He petrified himself?"
He did. He petrified himself. Yeah.
So no.
Roy, for the next 15 years, just
No.
So
Are you
many
fully
mountains?
You really think I would just wait forever? If once it finally didn't happen, I would go.
There's so many mountains.
Like we would all go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I basically just go whenever. But
I mean,
at this point,
I could absolutely use Mueller's day off and just fucking here, hold this for me for a second while I fucking,
While I go kick an old man in the stone dick.
Yeah. You know what? And you know what I would do when I got there too? I would get there and I would make you look ridiculous because I may not have all of the powers if I take that fucking mantle off, but I have enough power in my own right. I'm not gonna break you. That's too easy. In fact, honestly, the two things that Grim would do if he decided, like, I'm gonna go and see this motherfucker, because Grim could find out prospectively, right? One, he goes there and he just makes you look absolutely ridiculous, like covers you in the weirdest shit, probably flower at this stage, makes you look funny. Two, he just picks you up and takes you back. He puts the mantle on, and now if somebody wakes you up, you're gonna be. It could be me, and I could wake you up and go, guess who's
Maybe he's
never
just waiting for the day that he gets to say it.
I can wake you up in Faye and go, guess who never dies again? Eat some food, you fucker. You're stuck with me, old man.
Wait, hang on, guys. Jay still never killed a player. He still never. I am. Jay still never killed a player. We had two player deaths, and none of them were Jay.
Hey, Jay.
Good job, Strata.
It still stands.
Thank you.
Dan, bud. You're a shit Dan, bud.
Don't do that. He'll write me out of the next campaign.
Kill me. Do it now. Do it right now.
No, I think check it out, Jay.
That's what I really wanted. Now, when I'm walking up the mountain to go and get his dumb
Rocks fall, Roy dies.
I'm gonna get exactly. No, I get right to him, and then I slip and just land on my neck, and it's all done.
It's over.
There we go.
I want to tell something for the listeners. So they pre-recorded Bruce's thing for us to listen to as a group. Have that moment so we can all understand everything, and also just in case Mitch's technology issues wouldn't allow him to be here. But we listened to the scene, and we're trying to figure this out before we do. And Mitch is like, "Oh wait, let me try this audio." And he turns on Rick Astley's "Never Gonna Give You Up." I want you to know this bastard led into his epilogue with "Never Gonna Give You Up."
He fucking
with a fucking rickrolled us. He rickrolled us in the beginning of his epilogue.
Honestly, I'm sick of you, and you're ugly.
Like the roller coaster
are fair and well earned.
Just roller coaster emotion has been.
Oh, I loved it.
Jay, what
Hey,
can I help
Jay.
you to finish this campaign?
I was going to say,
was it?
we never did.
Go ahead, Strong.
Go ahead.
Strong
Yeah,
has
go ahead,
an opportunity to talk.
We never got to talk about the giant deer rats in the sewers. Yeah, basically, I went out and I hunted. The whole background for the character was I lived in a swamp. That was my native land, and there's swamps around Griffinport. And I went and hunted deer, and then I saw. Yep, pretty much. I sewed a giant rat costume out of a deer. That's hence why they are afraid of.
I'm not gonna take the piss out of Jay for 2 seconds, real quick, as I say. I'm gonna be serious for a second and say.
Doubt it.
Jay actually did one of the boldest things I've ever seen in a D&D setting. He decided he was going to run 99% of a campaign out of a single city. That is something I have not played. That is not something I've heard of done a lot. And I want to say, Jay, that you fucking nailed it. You fucking killed it. You created a very intricate social structure that we had to kind of adhere to. We couldn't just run away from our problems. Even though Dylan historically ran away from all of them, he still had to deal with them, and they still were there, and they were still present. They still came back. And I personally gotta say, Jay, you fucking stuck the landing. I fucking loved it. It was great, start to finish. It boldest thing I've ever seen in my life. To commit to that for over 3 years, and fucking well done.
I mean, what I can say is, as a person who is like new to DM, I've done it a couple times, but I didn't start until after having been in this campaign. What I can say as a relatively new DM is it was definitely, there was a lot to draw from in the ideas laid before me from Jay, and like. Especially the idea, and like this is a real no offense to Jay, especially the idea that it's okay that you don't know what you're doing. You don't know, you don't know where you're going sometimes, or not even necessarily not where you're going, but like you'd be like, well, I'm just gonna fudge this, and like
is Jay crying?
Yeah, he's crying.
What a bitch. For the listeners, he's turned his video off so he can cry. He thinks that's gonna save him.
What a bitch.
Oh.
Yeah, fair.
That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Go cry in peace.
But it's, of course,
Bitch.
learning a lot from kind of watching Jay and because this was new for a lot of us in a lot of different ways. This was my first campaign. Yeah, this is a first 5th edition campaign for me. I'd played a lot. Yeah. And not only that, like, hey, bro, hey, bud, you've accomplished what I think most of us had only dreamt of, which was not only was it your first campaign, but you finished it. Let me tell you, we could go around this board, and I bet
I've
you
run 3 campaigns with Jay.
I have DM'd campaigns to completion. This is one of, I think, probably the only one I've personally gotten to play to complete.
Yeah, it's a rarity. It's a rarity. Like, for you to come out the gate and be like, "Hey, this is what a campaign beginning to end looks like." Fucking good for you. Because I wish I could go back to my first D&D character and finish that, like, genuinely. Yeah. So that's impressive. But like I said, it was a lot of firsts for all of us here, and it was a lot of fun exploring this new system for us for which it was new, and trying something new as far as how Dungeons and Dragons normally works. But it definitely, compared to some of the other editions, and like I said, seeing that really helped me sort of figure it out, that like, okay, because like, in a no offense sort of way, you were very transparent about like, sometimes I don't really know what I'm doing, which in a lot of standard D&D sort of sessions, the DM, even if they feel that way, not most of the time very transparent about it. Yeah, and that's kind of the whole time.
Why would that?
Yeah, we disrespect you anyway.
Fuck you.
But watching the growth of all our characters and Jay as a DM through this whole experience, it was a pleasure and honor to be a part of this. I've said many times, and I'm thankful that I got this opportunity. And what a fun character I got to play! What an interesting cast of characters I got to play with. Personally, fuck all of you. I'm sorry to say this as much as it hurts me, but god damn it, Bruce was always my favorite character. Son of a bitch.
How does that pain you? That's fact. Everyone loves Bruce more than any other character.
If it makes you feel better, I love Bruce more than me. I absolutely love Bruce more than myself. Dude had it together. I did not.
I loved Bruce. Bruce is my favorite also. I mean, for fuck's sake,
Bruce had it together.
Hold on. For fuck's sake, all of our characters gravitated towards Bruce for a reason. It's because no matter how much our characters tried to deny it, we as players loved Bruce.
Yeah, I talk a lot of shit, but like Jay and I talked about this a lot because I've always had this vision. Like, I knew that Bruce was going to die early on you guys for narrative reasons for the better part of 2 years, right? So I knew that, but we were talking a lot about like how it would play out, how it could play out, how it should play out. And I haven't caught up on all the episodes because I was doing it at work and reasons. But you guys, because I talked to Jay a lot, I know all your secrets. The way you guys handle it, the way your guys' characters like grew and morphed and resolved out the loss of that pinnacle character was super impressive. And I was happy to see like that reaction. Telling Jay that you guys would do that and hoping I was right is what got Jay to get me to go ahead on that. And I think that it gave us a super solid ending. Like, I don't think we could have gotten a better ending than that. This is the third time I had to tell him too. The denial was so hard. I think I chased that with that's right. You can't kill me if I'm dead, bitch. I'm a classy individual.
I have to say, like, that was such a knowing Mitch now, but and also, just to add, becoming better friends with all of you guys during this has been a great experience as well. I genuinely think you all as friends, and I hope to see you guys more often in the future as we go on. Continue this.
Yeah, man.
But that being said, becoming friends with Mitch more more thoroughly because we'd already known each other, but like this was really our opportunity to like become friends.
We were social group adjacent.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's like you and Nick and that other guy. We had several rings of social life that overlapped, but we did not.
I think my favorite thing about friendships is when I showed up the first day of recording because Jay's like, "Come over, let's do a podcast," and Ryan's sitting there and he looks at me and I look at him and go, "Hey," and he's like, "Hey." I'm like, "I'm Randall. I'm Ryan." I'm like, "I didn't know you were here."
Go.
Yeah.
And
most
while I don't regret that, I'm sure Ryan is like, "Fuck."
Every second of every day. No, we started out and I met a lot of I didn't know Jeff, I didn't know Randall at all. I kind of knew Strana and I kind of knew Mitch, and it was mainly just Jay, and then I kind of turned him onto D&D podcasts in general, and I'm sorry.
I hate you more than I can quantify.
You know what? This is I
gotta say, some of my favorite moments were my favorite moment with Bruce was giving Jeff that super dope bow with no arrows. I legit just forgot. Like that was the best joke out of like all of that, and I legitimately just forgot. Jay's like, "Dude, dick move," and I'm like, "Which one?" And he's like, "You gave Jeff a bow and no arrows." I'm like, "Oh fuck, I gave Jeff a bow and no arrows."
I don't know if you ever listened to that episode, but like
I did.
Audibly,
I absolutely did.
Audibly, me going, "Are there any arrows with this? I've never used a bow. Why would I have arrows?"
One of the best moments ever.
Like, "Oh, you're a ranger. Here's a very ranger. You took some levels in ranger. Here's a very ranger thing. Yeah. You understand that I don't carry another weapon than this fucking sword? These two swords, which you don't even."
To be fair, did you ever check your hat?
Yes, I did.
Okay, then I don't know.
No arrows in there.
Old, sad, moldy arrows from 100 years ago.
Yeah, all broke down and shit.
That's poison damage twice.
Double poison damage for your old arrows. Yeah,
we can hear you.
arrows.
We can hear you, Jay. We just don't care.
Much like the last 3 years.
Oh, you're making sure you're recording. Okay. That would be good.
That's hilarious.
Sounds
my
like
other favorite.
So funny.
Okay. All right.
Oh no.
Yeah, you guessed it. This was the moment when I realized my audio was out. Anyway, hi everybody. Back to the talk.
We lost last 20 minutes.
Guys, congratulations. We finally fixed the podcast. We got Jay out of it.
Yeah.
Wait, that means my nice words to Jay are no longer on the record.
Yep. Good.
Well, your words are. Jay's words are
Jay's
not.
nice
yeah,
words to
I have
us
your
are not,
words and nothing from me.
There'll just be unusual pauses in between statements.
This is hilarious.
This is the part that didn't get recorded was, "Hey, welcome back to Torchlit Tavern. This is our celebration episode where we celebrate the fact that we finally completed a campaign. City life is a wrap. I am trash, and I haven't been recording for the last 25 minutes my own voice, which means that I might have to either dump that in the trash or overdub it in some weird way."
I would like to nominate to play Jay in this recording. I would like to nominate myself.
Here's the best part about that.
You'll do a better job
20
than me,
minutes
bud.
until we have to stop.
Find your gaps and then just record. Womp 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 womp.
Perfect. God. It's almost like we've been recording a podcast for 3 years or something. You'd think you'd get it by now.
It's the backup audio. You know what? We're so good at this that I rarely check on the backup audio. God forbid we made a mistake, because there's a chance that that's happened before.
I mean, the upside is I'm recording me. That's not useful, but I have it.
Wait, Jay, in the words of Ryan from our second anniversary episode, what are you, new?
Yes. No, I've checked out, is what it is. No, fuck you. I've checked out. I'm done. I'm not putting any energy or thought into this anymore. I'm so over being DM for a little while.
Clearly.
I hope that you go back in and you overdub wrong things. I just hope that you come in and don't say any of the shit you said.
I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna record a thing that makes you guys sound like assholes. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna restate.
There you go.
Jay, you said you only lost your audio. You already did.
Assholes. Yeah. What have you?
The raw.
I think
Done.
I think a broad statement I could say about this podcast, though, just to kind of tie up my thoughts, is I love you guys. This was the dumbest adventure I've ever been on, and I fucking have zero regrets on it. This was fucking great.
No regrets.
I'm glad.
I was gonna say I have regrets. A few.
You have regrets? I'm sorry.
I didn't get to ruin. Of course, I didn't get to ruin your world as much as I could have.
Oh man, you tried.
Because I was trying to put it back.
Yeah, you tried. You really took a run at it at the end there. Hey,
every time I try to be wholesome, this is what happens.
I don't know why you tried.
I try to be sweet to my friends. I try, and then they're like, "Why is Randall an asshole?" I don't know.
we're like those.
Try to be nice.
We're like those animals that, like, if you put sugar on them, we die. Wait, that's not a thing. Anyway,
I try.
I don't even ask.
I
try. Yeah, he does try to be an asshole.
What we're supposed to say is, we love you too, Randall.
Yeah, we love you too, Randall. I said thank you. I was really happy to hear that. And then Strana talked.
Yeah,
I did. I do that. Well, I almost never get a word in.
True. Yeah, that's absolutely fair.
Hold on. Strana, I never get a word in. I edited your first few episodes. That's a blatant lie.
I have to force it most of the time.
Yeah, he does. He jams himself up in there.
It's because we have some asshole in the group. That's why. It's not me. I don't think.
Speaking as somebody who's edited, speaking as another person who's edited, when I was editing, that statement couldn't have been more true. I had to be like, okay, find a way to make Strana be a part of this thing.
Do we even have him here?
Hey guys, as the dungeon master, I can literally say, "Hey Bop, what do you do?" And then fucking someone will open their mouth every time. I'm doing the edit to this day, and for some reason,
but it's not Strana.
Nobody gives a fuck what Strana has to say. Sometimes it's me, and I don't know why this is. Sometimes I will ask Strana a question and then speak before Strana talks, and I hear myself back in the edit, and I go, "Why are you all a bunch of assholes? Why are we such?"
In my defense, I've played D&D with Strawn both as a fellow player and a DM. There's a damn good reason I don't let him talk at the table.
Could be a defense.
I mean,
fucking
let me
cat.
Yes.
No, you don't get to explain. We're gonna leave him with the phrase "blender cat."
We're
gonna leave him with the phrase "rat apocalypse."
Yeah,
we're gonna leave
you
him
guys
with
were
the
worried
phrase
about rolling
"served his
mics.
own testicles."
We've talked over him so many times. Why would we stop now?
My chair
pretty
by the
much.
way. As we were talking, I missed part of that conversation. My chair just fucking collapsed on me.
Oh, finally gave up on
Wow.
Hey guys,
I guess his chair is done as Jay. It collapsed right at the end.
If this does see the light of the day and listeners hear this, just understand that everything about the Torchlit Tavern is held together with duct tape and dreams. We are falling apart at the seams at any given moment. If you think that this is a well put together podcast, understand that there's a lot of work going into the finished product.
Even the final episode, Jeff had to go. Jeff lost.
That's true. It's true. Last episode, I was like, "Uh-oh."
It's like I was sitting in 130 plus degree weather inside of a tin structure, to the point where I was sitting in white pools because they were so filled with salt from my sweat.
Yeah. There's a conversation between Ryan and Strana during a break when I walked away, and I come back and I'm editing it, and it's just Ryan telling Strana that we owe you a fucking ice cream party, and it's very true.
It's very true. It's true. We love you, Strana.
I think we've all worked really hard for this podcast in a lot of different ways, but
yeah,
I gotta give it to Strana for don't get me wrong. There are times where, as a part of it, it was inconvenient. But the fact that at every given interval, from whether he was on the road, for his job, or just stuck somewhere, he did his absolute damnedest to be a part of everything that we asked him to. For that.
Yeah. I had to eventually tell him no, and that's
thank you.
behind the curtain. One of the reasons why you see a huge gap where Strana is not on the show is because I was just like, it's just too much. It's very difficult to work with, and I don't want you to be working that hard. Like, we need to just, you can come back in. I hope to bring you in for the finale, but like, go figure it out, like new jobs, taking places.
Well, one of my favorites was
like right now I'm in Washington.
Yeah.
Are
you in a paddy field again, or?
I'm like at the Port of Richmond, I think, facilities / kind of industrial zone, but not really, because they're too lazy to actually build enough of it. I am at the end of a dead-end road, randomly parked. There's basically nobody around me except for one old son of a bitch that also has a big rig who decided to park next to me.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's right. And truckers are a herd animal.
Is he recording his podcast too?
It's a
my favorite moment with Strana since he picked up his new job is one of the episodes. Like, he was in and we were trying, and Jay's just like, Strana, what the fuck is that noise? And Strana's like, that's the freeway, Jay. And Jay's like, can you move farther from the freeway, Strana? And he's like, I mean, no, I'm driving. This motherfucker doing cross country with us.
Yeah, he's literally recording while driving his truck. I was so mad.
That was fun.
It was very much like
I was editing at that point.
I appreciate the dedication. I really do, but at a certain point, how dare you think that audio was acceptable? Like,
no. My favorite point with Strana is we're recording. And this is one of the night recordings, and he's out in the fucking forest for whatever reason.
Oh yeah.
And we're getting all these forest animals in the background of his audio.
Yeah, I'm getting
nighttime forest animals.
Woodland creatures.
Wait, what about when he recorded at a busy comic book shop?
Oh yeah.
There was that.
I think I actually kiboshed that one. I was like, nope, there's nothing I can do about that. There's no way I can fix that audio. We are stopping. You will have to join us later. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I cannot hand wave away people in the background. No, my favorite one. During the scene when we're interrogating all the characters and Bop's turn is up, his family decided that they weren't gonna listen or weren't going to respect that we were recording at all, and they were blaring television in the background, and I had to, there's a line that I did as a throwaway line that somebody is watching their soap operas or whatever on a crystal ball, because there was legitimately nothing I could do to get it all out.
Even though I told them, it's like, hey, I'm recording, they come in, boom, 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 clatter, clatter.
Yeah,
dishes.
I don't know what they were
fridge
doing.
Fridge is open, fridge is closed.
I don't know. You know what? I want to take a second here. I want to steal the limelight. And I want to talk about people who just don't respect background noise at the table. People who just clatter around and make all kinds of noise and touch every fucking thing on this side of the hemisphere.
Yeah.
I feel like you're talking about
you know what I love about this whole Strana discussion is the fact that legitimately Strana in the beginning, like just like all of us, we were all getting used to the idea of recording, and Strana's kind of a fidgety guy, which hey, a lot of us are.
Oh yeah,
like at the end of the day, it's difficult for us to stand still and not make noise,
especially for 2 to 3 hours of a D&D session. Like we
of course, especially since
hard
you've been playing as well.
Yeah,
right. It was easiest for Ryan because like this is his first session, so being quiet in between things, like, hey, that's just how he learned it. But the rest of us are used to the idea of being like, yeah, dude, whatever, fucking yeah. Tell me more about that.
Well, something else that happens automatically at any D&D table too is side conversation. Like sometimes you can just turn to Randall and have a little role play without the DM because my character's gonna get to know your character. Can't fucking do that here. Shut the fuck up. We're doing actual conversation, and it's difficult to edit around that,
Speaking of side conversations, Black Eyed Peas, me and Mitch having to leave the table on the second episode.
I still don't get it.
There's nothing to get, Ryan.
We were in a bad place, Ryan. We were in a bad place.
Me and Mitch
you were talking about the Black Eyed Peas. I assume you were.
No, we were overexhausted. We were overexhausted. We were really wrung out, I think, from that day or something. We were playing D&D late at night. I think it was kind of hot too, so that didn't help. And we then fucking get to a Veal's Veal, and it's her black eyes, and Mitch just suddenly goes like black eyed peas, and I'm sitting next to him. And I'm like, "What the fuck? Did I just hear you correctly?" And he goes,
No, Randall, you're overselling my competence.
Yeah.
Mitch erupts into
Ryan.
Schoolgirl giggling first for like 2 minutes. They couldn't get me to calm down. I couldn't get me to calm down. That we had completely lost control of Mitch, and then Randall's like, "Mitch, what the fuck?" And all I managed to squeak out is black-eyed peas. And it takes Randall with me.
Yeah, and Ryan, you and I, 3.5 years later, are still hearing about this. That is where
I
this
don't
was.
understand.
Yeah, no one can understand.
It's wild to me that is a solidified memory for you guys, because I was sitting right there.
It was dramatic.
Hold on, you were high as shit. What do you mean?
Yeah, hold on. Hey, I think Ryan just stepped into the limelight. Let's talk about solidified memories from Ryan in the first season.
Oh, yes. Let's say that Ryan played his character to a T.
Ryan showed up.
Hey,
not
Roy
taking
didn't know
things seriously.
something. Ryan didn't know something because Ryan wasn't paying attention.
I want to talk about,
The most
I want to talk
paid
about the
attention is when we
technology
had
curve.
chips at the table.
Oh yeah, we stopped that
I
real
want to
soon,
talk about the
thankfully.
technology curve of all
I
the
wanna
shit
say-
that we did to make it work.
Oh
I wanna
god.
That
say
was the best.
that
Oh yeah, early
Very
days.
much.
More now.
throughout 3 years. Barely did that change throughout 3 years. When I tell you that when we were in the last 25 episodes, and Ryan would still go, what? That didn't change.
No,
If he's not in the scene, sometimes he's
Jay had to.
just straight through out.
Yeah.
Or my favorite. Wait, my favorite. I wasn't listening.
Yeah. No. Jay had to have
I mean,
a
at least I
serious
didn't lie and just like try and make it up.
Jay had to have a serious yell and a conversation with my whole table about the method acting group of motherfuckers that were at my table, because I regularly got my character wasn't there, so I wasn't listening from everyone at the table. Like Mitch too. I fucking hated
My
it.
character wasn't there and I wasn't listening.
I'm like, well, now I can't just say you tell him about that and we move on, can we? God dang it! It's like, fuck you guys.
The best part for me was that didn't start happening until we left being at a table together. So, like for me personally,
Yeah.
I'm
Sir,
like, tuned
I
in
will have
to
you
a
know,
table.
I sucked
that is
from
not
the
true.
beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
I
Jeff
was
Jeff
tuned
did
in,
show up
except
about
for the,
40
except for the
episodes
one
later.
time I was sleeping. The one time that I fell
Oh,
asleep.
one time?
Oh yeah, that's
While
right.
we were sitting
The
at the
one
table.
time Jeff
I only fell
Hey,
asleep.
Jeff,
sitting at the
I
table.
got a goof reel that has about 5 or 6.
I fell asleep
Three.
on camera.
Minimum.
I fell asleep on camera several times, but there was only one time that I fell
But there
asleep.
was that
sitting at the
one
table.
time.
There's an
where we had
all-time.
to,
There's an
call
all-time
your
of people
roommate to
falling
wake
asleep.
you.
Oh god, that was so good. There was an all-time though when we were still recording in person, and Strana was not in the scene, and Strana was asleep on the floor in the background.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
we all had to do what we had to do.
And
Oh,
I
right?
didn't
fucking
fall
time.
asleep once,
And I'll
motherfuckers.
tell you this, as a dungeon master, I am just so proud of my accomplishment to capture your imaginations and make sure that I
Yes.
hold your attentions. Why are you all snoring? Why are you snoring? Oh my god, you are snoring.
You know, sometimes it was difficult. All right, that's all I'm going to say.
It's rough.
Sometimes it was difficult.
Sometimes.
So if you
And I
choose to
don't mean,
also
and I
be
don't mean
idiots,
listening to your story. I mean staying awake. Okay, I have
Had to
a
get-
inconsistent.
I had
sleep
these
schedule.
people up at the crack of 10 so many times.
Bro,
It's so rough.
Hold on. Jeff. My sleep schedule.
We
3
started at
days-
9.
A
My
couple
sleep
times.
schedule 3 days ago was falling asleep
Wait,
at
wait,
11 and waking
Jeff?
up at 4.
Who
I'm
is
still
we?
Here.
Yeah,
Who is
we never started at
9?
9. We always started at 10.
You and I, Jeff, we aren't part of the we that started at 9.
We were supposed to. Well, we were supposed.
We were
to.
supposed to.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Many of
I
us
made it
showed
at
up.
least
They
one
admitted it.
time. I made it at least one time. At least
Can I tell you
That's
how
true,
many
that's
times I have not actually physically gone to get nachos, but gone to get nachos because Mitch went to get nachos
Like, immediately
while he was
after?
in the chat with us?
so
We went on
many
a trip.
times.
Yeah.
We were on a trip.
And
I will hope you know, Ryan, you killed that restaurant. I stopped going to get nachos and they went out of business.
Oh man.
I want to point out. Wait. I want to point out something as part of that. Mitch took that. I'm in the chat, so that means I'm on time. Even though he's currently leaving his house to get nachos.
No. I
Honest
never
God,
that
man.
late. I was never that late. I was already at the restaurant waiting for my food in every one of those instances. But Jay said, you need to be in the chat. And I was like, why? We bullshit for 30 minutes. And he's like, because you got to be there. And I'm like, all right, I'll be there. Driving home with my nachos.
It's your nachos.
I hate you.
Yeah.
I want to point out, Jay got on my case once about being there, and I didn't miss it once.
Religiously.
You know
yeah.
what?
Hey,
Shit
stop.
about the
Shout out
late,
to Randall
but
for
y'all
dedication.
love the nacho energy.
It's true. I actually
Fair.
do love nacho energy, and I can't really complain because Mitch without nachos is a tragedy. Shout out to Randall for his deep dedication. I only had to tell him one time, and he was always on time, if not early. Thank you.
And I have insomnia. My ass sleeps on a guess.
I mean, hey, nobody can understand that better than me. I'll tell you that much right now.
No.
And yet I'm on time, Jeff.
Hey. I don't get to pull this out incredibly often in this circle.
Wait,
Oh, are you really gonna do it?
In this, I'm gonna do it.
Oh.
Sometimes I'm going on CPT, man. I can't do nothing about it.
Hey, Ryan, could you tell me
It's the way it is.
what you think about CPT? You've had.
yeah.
Everyone joining me for Ryan. Hey, drum roll, please. Ryan?
That shit doesn't exist, bud.
Oh.
Get outta here. It doesn't exist for you.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how many people I know it exists for.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
cannot.
All right, Jeff, hang on. I'm
This is
aside with
what
Ryan
I'm
on this. You know who has CPT on this podcast? Me and you, motherfucker. And I ain't C. The only C that has anything to do with me is the word cunt, because I'm a cunt.
Oh, I gotta cut that.
Your words.
Cut that at 2006. All right.
I want to point out also, Ryan's on time.
Yeah, Ryan's on time. Exactly on time. He will not be early. Period.
He's only
No.
second
I will
to
say
me.
it all the time. Like, oh, we can start and chat like whenever you jump in. No, Ryan will be here at 10. What time are we starting?
I was
10:05?
hey,
will be
I was
here at
early
10:05.
today.
I know. It was
Thank
actually
God.
very impressive. It was very
Fair
it
enough.
was pretty cool. I
Hey, you
I'm
know what?
stoked.
Just because Ryan is a fucking shining example of good citizenship doesn't mean you should expect that from the chaotic ball of
No.
crazy that is me.
It's fair.
All right.
No, I
Like-
I expect so little.
What
from you,
Jeff
Jeff.
just said is I suck and I'm proud of it.
Yeah,
And I'm with that, Jeff.
exactly.
I'm on your
Jeff is
level
saying-
and I have your
Exactly.
energy.
Yeah,
Jeff
I
is
also
saying, I
suck.
want different standards for me.
yeah.
No,
exactly.
no. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying don't hold me to his standards. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a different way of
What
saying the
Jeff
same
is
thing.
saying is
Hey.
you knew what this was. You knew what this was.
All I'm saying is,
Ryan follows it.
Anyway,
Don't-
no,
don't say that's for all colored people, but don't say I can't speak for all colored people. That's all I'm saying.
Anyway, your rampant awful racism aside, it's been a joy doing the show with y'all. Even though I kind of hate you all on a regular basis, and I am a monster in the chat, and I want to apologize for that when I'm cursing you all out and calling you horrid names because like you're late or because I didn't get someone's audio in time. Seriously, Strana, I love you. I don't know how I can look in the file for 30 minutes, not find your file, and then you be like, it's there, and me check again, and yeah, it's there. I've been yelling at Strana all day for no reason.
Should I tell
happened multiple
everyone,
times.
just all the fans, all the listeners right now, what all our nicknames are in the chat currently?
Oh yeah, please by all means.
Yes. What are I don't even know what they are. Fuck.
Yeah, Jameson is if this man messages, respond, bitch, and Jeff
Reason for
is
that one.
Jeff, the constantly distracted. Mitch is Mitch, the
I say?
regularly forgetful. Randall is Randall, the painfully helpful. Strana is the uselessly silent because Strana doesn't talk in the chat ever.
No, I
Good.
don't.
Doesn't.
And if this comes as a surprise to anyone, mine is Ryan the Awfully Petty.
Awfully petty.
You?
Hey, you know what?
Oh.
And you know what? We really lived up to that.
I really did. I feel like
I will say this: out of all of
if
us,
Bruce's shoes fit, right?
yeah, in a
Fucking wear
very
'em out
fairy
and
way. It
ground.
was like by naming you, all I did was give you power. It was bad. It was a bad idea.
Let me
well,
tell
and,
you.
here's the great thing: it's like some of the reason for this is like I'm not on social media to a level
Oh yeah.
that people won't understand.
Strana, I don't understand. Like, the birds see you anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, who are you hiding from?
Yeah,
I
we're
heard
on
the
the
birds in
radio.
the recording. Even when you were
Yeah,
out in the
we heard
woods.
the birds. They know what's going on.
Oh no! It's like I know it's a bizarre level, but there it is. It always has been such.
Strana believes that by telling the phone no, don't use my GPS, that somehow the phone doesn't know where he is.
Oh no, that's the fun part. The phone disobeys me
Oh
and
yeah.
just turns it on,
Yeah.
and I turn it back off. And although I will say that my new phone is so cheap because my last phone got so old that the 4G antenna wasn't going to be valid anymore. So AT&T had to ship me a new phone, and that new phone is so cheap it doesn't have a GPS chip in it.
Oh wow. I didn't think that was possible.
Finally,
It's perfect.
off the grid, like
So
you've
how's your
always wanted to
Nokia?
do.
Yeah, right.
How's your Nokia flip
Hey
phone
bud,
doing?
yeah. What's the battery life on that flip, bud? Can I get one?
To be honest with you, the shit you're
I mean, it's
Better,
amazing.
Jeff! Jeff,
You
scoot the
turn
fuck
that
back.
antenna off, I tell you,
Hold
the
on.
battery life is
Hey,
stupendous.
hey,
We're out
Katie,
of
I hear
time.
better Jeff in the background, and I'm sure you're going to drag Jeff away. And I need to know, what can we rag on him horrendously for before he leaves us?
She just started moving, so
Oh, okay.
you still got a little bit of time. She said, "I'm going to be honest with you. What you're doing right now doesn't sound like work," and it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Doesn't.
At all. It isn't.
No,
work.
no, no.
This is a celebration.
What's her
It's
phone
not
number?
like-
I'm a caller. What's her fucking phone number? I'm gonna tell her what's up.
She's in the group chat that we have for Torch Dick.
Yeah, it's Torch Stick.
Uh,
And shout
Go
out to
ahead and
anybody who does
leave me
listen
when
to
you
us
like.
and check us out on Twitch, because she's on our Twitch stream. You can get to know the lovely Katie.
She's great.
Oh, yeah, it's
Oh,
better,
no,
Jeff.
why are you calling? You know that's going through
Oh
the
my
audio
God.
here, right?
What
really-
are you
really
doing?
cold.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Y'all told me to call her. I was gonna call her and tell her
No.
what's up. We're busy.
You
We're
said you were
working.
going to call her and then
No,
did it.
you-
That is living
You
with.
said you
That
were
is
gonna do it. I was like,
working
she's
and
in
dealing with
Torch
Mitch
Dick.
in a nutshell every day. You
I
told me to
was
do a
not
thing.
smart enough.
No,
to,
we didn't.
I was not smart enough to think of the group chat. That's on somebody else.
Yeah, it's our fault because we
I was too
gave
dumb
him
for that
knowledge.
shit.
You know what? He also wasn't smart enough to think that because he could find her in the group chat, he could have called her directly
Yeah.
through Facebook.
Yeah, no.
But no. I'll
yeah,
just call the whole group chat.
dealing with Mitch is like dealing with a giant child.
Mhm.
You gave me knowledge, you did this to yourself, is literally the argument that I get from Mitch all the time. How dare you bring this up to my attention and
You know what?
expect me not to act
Actually-
on it?
One
Does
thing
he
I
stick
want
a fork in the outlet?
to. When
You
doesn't
gotta do
he?
it twice for science.
You've got to do it
I
multiple
actually want
times
to
to see
circle
if the
back to one
outcome's the
thing real
same.
quick. I want to circle back to Strana was super fidgety in the beginning, but as soon as,
Yeah, the beginning. Sure, just the beginning.
well, hold on. As soon as he started to improve, which he did,
Yeah,
markedly, he started to improve.
He did.
Everything around him became fidgety. It was
Yeah.
the worst thing of all time.
Yeah, no, even
As
when
soon
he's
as
doing
Strana's
a
like,
good
yeah, I'm
job.
starting to get the idea. Like, I can't make a bunch of noise in the background.
Yep.
Everything in his background made noise.
Yep.
There's an earthquake. There's chickens. There's
Yeah.
birds. There's roommates.
Yeah, that's
there's
true.
the freeway.
Yeah, I'm doing all the edit
Okay, here's
now.
one of the things you have to love.
It's true.
The house I live in was originally in Norwalk. They picked it's such an old house that actually technically it's 3 different houses that all just kind of got put together
Are you serious?
to make one house. Yes.
No. Hold
No,
on. Are you
Having
serious?
been to your house, I fully believe that.
As a guy who did construction and remodel with his dad, what sin are you telling me right now? What is this thing?
So back in the day, before you had a ridiculous amount of connectivity, and because you built houses up on piers, you could basically very easily slip a custom trailer underneath a house or jack a house up high enough, you could put on the back of a truck and run them around.
What?
And they
Yeah.
did this.
Who did your family pay to pass inspection?
Wait,
I've
hold
seen
on.
this.
Oh no! If
Hold on,
they're
the
old
thing
enough, you
still.
can do it.
Fuck you.
They
Yes.
sell them in Riverside all the time. The old Victorians. They cost like $3,000 in paperwork, and all you have to do is get the flatbed to come pick up the house and move it.
Dear God.
Hey,
Yeah.
Is that where
all
you got
those
the idea
craftsman houses
for
are built this
Bruce's
way.
house?
wait, Shauna, I have a question. I have a question for you then. What you're saying to us then is that you're just built different.
God damn it.
How good is it built differently? It's built in different places by different builders at different times.
I am
Then
built
all
indifferent to
transported.
this entire conversation.
I love that. Hey,
So yeah, hey,
I was just informed by Better Jeff, my other half, that I should extend the invitation out to any of you fucks. I have a ticket to go see Pepper tonight at the OC Fair.
who's Pepper?
Man,
Anybody
shut
want
the
to go
fuck
see
up.
Pepper? Anybody want to go to the OC Fair and see Pepper?
don't give a
Immediately
fuck.
after
I don't know what that
this,
is.
I have.
I can't because
Huh?
immediately after we're done doing this, I have someone coming over to my house so that I can sign papers.
Oh my God! With this
Because
again,
we're closed.
Ugh.
Shut the fuck up! I closed escrow.
You closed?
Oh
Yo!
They've got a house.
all he has to do is do some impossible banking.
Let's
Yeah.
get our dicks out.
Yeah.
No, Randall.
Oh,
No,
Oh no.
no.
Keep it in
I'm
hand.
waiting, I've
Wait,
been waiting
we'll-
3.5 years, right?
We'll
When?
negotiate a dicks
Never.
out party when I move in. It's going to be still a little bit of time, but yeah, things are
Big
coming up.
dicks out
Aces for
party?
Jay. I completed a campaign. I bought a house. It's a great month. I'm having a great time.
Over the
Oh,
course
yeah.
of this campaign, you got married like a simp too.
I know this has been a great few years.
Yeah, it's been a real.
Those dudes
All
that
thanks
crashed
to-
your
all
fucking
thanks to
wedding
Torchlit
night,
Tavern.
though.
Yeah, thanks. This
All
is
those
thanks
guys.
to
all
Torchlit
thanks to the
Tavern.
show. I know that the rest of the world's on fire, but I'm just siphoning off its energy for myself apparently because I'm doing okay.
Yeah, I'm kind
Yeah,
of sick of it. 'cause-
Let's wrap this up.
They are not new.
You know
They
what?
can't claim
You know
to
what?
be new anymore.
Wait,
fact-
wait. Balls.
Have you ever looked at Beholder reproduction? That is a
Oh.
All
fucked
right,
up thing.
and that's the end of Torchlit Tavern.
Now I will.
Oh no! If you want
Thank
to talk
you,
about
Simon.
if
Now
you
I
want to
will.
if you want to talk about scary production rates, then we need to talk about Knowles.
Let's say balls. Let's end this with balls. How we started.
Let's just fade out on that.
balls.
Fade out on it, yeah. Actually, I changed my mind. I want to be a mimic. Mimic sounds more fun. Balls.
Hey
I
guys.
fucking hate you guys.
Hey guys. This was a. It took a long time. It was very fun. I want to do another campaign, and we will talk more about it at another time. I don't know, just because everyone's computers kind of had trouble. I think we're gonna go on a brief hiatus, and it might be some time before we release or get back into it. But I want you to know how absolutely in love I was with the story we told and how things played out and how what the turns your characters took. I am so proud to DM for all of you. Every one of you has been a joy to play with. I'm not kidding. The show itself created a lot of struggle that I found myself working through, and I learned a lot. But this game, I don't regret a moment of it.
Absolutely not.
All right, Jay, get on the bed.
Darn
no.
straight.
Put it away.
Yeah.
No.
Thank you for putting this ragtag group together. And
Yes.
fucking
Thank you,
let's
Jay.
do it. Let's fucking do it again.
Let's do it again. I'm already
Uh,
buckled up and ready. Let's do it again.
All right.
I'm busy.
And also, I hope you were recording for that because
I am recording.
Yeah, did you check your recording, Jay? Your
Yes.
audio?
No.
Hey, Jay.
Oh fuck! It's not working. Oh no.
Jay,
Hey,
Jay.
if we're gonna do any sort of sign out here, I do want to also say during that hiatus, tune into the Twitch.
Yeah,
gonna
we'll still
keep it
be
rolling.
Don't
But
even
Jay,
know.
Jay, seriously though, I love you, buddy.
I love you too, Randall.
love you guys.
I'm
Thanks
busy
for
for campaign
Love you
too,
guys.
though.
doing
Thanks
this
for
dumb fucking
Thanks for letting me
show.
be a part. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like everyone else here has said, Jay. Fuck you. This
Yeah.
was a bad idea,
Oh, my
and
heart.
I hate your face.
My heart. Oh, it's growing 3 sizes. I think it's a coronary.
And I'll see you Monday, you wank.
Yeah, I got. I
Bitches
can't
are
get
best
enough.
man.
That's too much of you.
Yeah.
Hey.
Too much isn't enough, huh?
To any of our Patreon subscribers, we might go on a hiatus, but we will try to pump out some content to keep it worth staying with us, and we will let you know what our plans are in the future. We love you. Thank you for coming to the tavern. This round is on us. Have a good day and a good night. We love you. Did I say that already? We love you again.
Yep.
Am I codependent yet? How many love yous?
You're making it weird.
I
Is it weird?
like you. I like you as a friend. I like you as a friend.
It's weird.
Is it weird?
As
Okay.
Randall, you're the one that keeps taking your dick out.
Yeah, I want to fuck my friend, but that's not.
Wow. This is not.
He said a
you like him
friend.
as a
He
friend
didn't
with
say
benefits?
a friend without benefits.
Yeah.
Listen,
fair enough.
the
Friend with
benefits kind of be
punishments.
paying for my dental bills, or
Anyway.
I need benefits either way.
Yeah, so this is the wholesome content you can expect from us from this stage. Before and after. It's never going to change. We don't grow. We love you. Take it easy.
Was it good for you?
Bye.
Bye.
And don't sit on your balls.
We are children. Hey, tavern goers. Thank you again for joining us for another adventure on Torchlit Tavern. Hopefully you've been listening to us up to our finale, but if not, you can find a summary of the story so far after episode 101. If you're looking for other ways to listen to us, you can find us on any podcasting service. Don't forget to rate, like, and review. It helps so much. We have no designs on any vast empire, but the more you help, the more we can share our small, silly story with others. If you wish to reach out to us, you can contact us directly at torchlittavern@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter. Jeff can be found at big_J_TheBadman. Randall can be found at Argo Omega. Mitch can be found at Bane Armory. Ryan can be found at Ryan SCB Santos. And I am at Agent Beige. Our theme song was written and originally performed by Mason Santos. Thanks again for listening, and don't forget,
Heroes is boring.